saying it, losing a lot of it. Don't stop out.
As you can tell from this clip, a successful pit doesn't take much force. The lead officer taps the back of the white car and it spins out. The driver overcompensates, takes out a telephone pole, and crashes. Inside, police found hear a woman yelling, "Those are my kids," so we imagine the 35-year-old was driving with her teenage sons in the back seat. After a successful pit, officers took 26-year-old Roger Ford Jr. into custody. Apparently, he was heavily intoxicated. Wrong-way drivers are extremely dangerous. They usually don't realize they're on the wrong side of the road until it's too late. They're either distracted or, in most cases, intoxicated. According to AAA, nearly 3,000 fatal wrong-way accidents occurred between 2010 and 2018. As expected, the most common causes are drunk drivers. On April 21st of 2014, a narcotics suspect led the LAPD on a harrowing chase through downtown LA. While it looks cool in the movies, the busy streets are no place for a high-speed pursuit. An officer positioned themselves to disable the vehicle. Helicopter footage of the chase shows what happens when a pit maneuver doesn't go as planned. A precision immobilization technique, also known as a pit maneuver, is when officers nudge the back of a speeding vehicle, causing it to spin out of control. While it technically worked in this clip, there was too much room for the driver to recover. In fact, hitting the street sign and curb probably kept them from losing control. Our driver kept running and eventually pulled into a cul-de-sac in Downey, a small city south of downtown LA. He refused to get out of the car, forcing a long standoff with dozens of police officers. In the small city of Greenfield, Wisconsin, 4 teenage car thieves led police on a 100-mile-per-hour chase down a busy main road. They got pulled over after stealing an SUV from a dealership. When the officer asked to see their license and registration, they bolted. These kids weren't out for a simple joyride. They weaved in and out of traffic, ran red lights, and put other people in danger. At one point, one of them fired a gun out of the window. Our Greenfield officer had a tough decision to make. A pit maneuver at these speeds could be extremely dangerous. On the other hand, if he doesn't stop this car, these kids could easily hurt themselves and somebody else. The SUV skidded over the median and crashed into a concrete pole. The car was totaled, but the 4 teenage suspects escaped on foot. That said, one of them was wearing a GPS ankle bracelet after a different carjacking incident. They weren't too hard to find. Some people questioned whether a pit maneuver at 100 miles per hour was safe in the first place. Police Chief Brad Wentland said his officer made a judgment call to save lives. He said it was probably a speed that we would discourage, but that's part of the learning process. Not all police departments are allowed to use pit maneuvers. It depends on the jurisdiction's pursuit policy. Officers undergo special training to safely execute a pit if their department allows it. On May 24th of 2023 in Cobb County, Georgia, a robbery suspect thought he could outrun the police. The man, whose identity was not released, was already wanted for armed robbery. He allegedly stole a pickup truck and was fleeing the state when the police caught up with him. The driver weaved in between cars as police tried to surround him. Things escalated when traffic became congested on I-75. The suspect sped down the shoulder at over 80 miles per hour. When he hit the exit ramp, one of the officers made their move.
heavy traffic on the right shoulder, 80 miles an hour. Get off of Windy Hill. Windy Hill.
There's a third place to be at if it's late.